Alright, welcome to the channel, and today we'll be talking about the QDC Anole VX. And these were sent out by a community member for me to check out and try. I'll be sending them out here in the next week or so with a bunch of other gear that that individual sent out to me. So thank you for sending that out for me to try, or these and the rest of the gear. I'm not sure I'll do a video on everything, but thank you very much for sending these out for me to get some ear time with. Anyhow, let's dive into the build quality of these. The build quality, it's a kind of that plastic composite kind of deal, and it has little fibers all throughout. Build wise is really fantastic. I don't have any major issues with them. The nozzles were fine, everything was great. The cable that he sent along with these, I'm not sure if it's a stock cable, but it's freaking fantastic cable. It's a 4.4 Pentacon with a really beautiful braid to it, and it's really nicely done. Let's see, the other part to these is they have a little switch on the back, or switches. There's 3 of them, and they control the low, mids, and highs, and that gives a little bit of gain in each of those regions when you flip it up. So I noticed, for me personally, I kind of kept them all on the neutral bottom, all on the bottom. But if you flip it up, for one, that's your lows, that would give it this pretty nice base shelf. The mid, same thing, gives it a nice base shelf, and it gives it some more gain. I think it goes from 4 to 8 in the gain range. I'm not sure, but yeah, that's where it does. It just kind of emphasizes those different regions. And it's pretty cool, and I actually prefer that to, like, say, digital EQ or what have you, because it's just easy, it's quick, and I can just flip it where I need it when I need to. Though I will say you do need to have a little tool of some sort, or if your fingernails are long enough, you could probably do it. But for me, I needed to get a little, there's a little plastic tool that has like the little brush to brush the IEMs with to clean them, and that at the end of it has a little, like, little mini screwdriver flathead thing that you can use to flick it up. But yeah, so as far as build, fantastic, had no issues. Comfort wise, also, they're molded really nice. They have nice little flanges here and there, so it fits in your ear quite nice. I had no major issues there. In fact, we can just kind of throw it on here. They do stick out a little bit here on the front end, and by a little bit, quite a bit actually, for me at least, for my anatomy of my ear, but it's not uncomfortable, and I enjoyed the fit of these actually quite a lot. So that's the fit. Aesthetically, I think they come in multiple different colors. These ones are the clear with the silver kind of like sparkle and foil in there, and it looks, personally, I think they look really nice for your ear candy, right? They're pretty. So that's the build and aesthetics. On to the sound, which we're going to do a quick video here, but the sound is, these are some of the best IEMs I've ever heard. So bar none, that's one of the things right there. So I'd say they compete easily with, like, say, the Odins or what have you in the higher echelons of the IEM world. These are definitely coming in and clocking in with that top of the line IEM world, and these are expensive. These are, I think, sitting right around $2,000 right now, so take that for what it is. They are performing. I mean, value is everyone's subjective value of a thing, but I would say these are, without taking that into account, these are some of the best IEMs I've ever heard. The lows are very nice warmth punch, and then if you flip the little toggles, you can kind of dial in a little bit. But I will say it gets very much so that bass seems to be a big presence for these. Like, they're lean a little bit more to the warmth side, and the mids were just excellent. The highs were like almost Goldilocks for me, just because they didn't get into the too sparkly, but they were just smooth and easy to get along with. I will say, though, on certain tracks that weren't mastered the best, it did pull out some grain, and I didn't really get any highs that would, like, kind of irritate me or anything like that, or kind of flirt there, but it definitely was sparkly without being overly done. So I would say the strengths for these would definitely be the low end and the mids, and then the highs are just a nice smooth highs, which I really enjoyed. And you can obviously pump those up with the little EQ toggle there, and it will get a little bit more sparkle, a little more forwardness there. But yeah, so I think at the end of the day, for a quick little viewing on these, or video on these, the QDC Anole VX is a thumbs up if you have that kind of cash laying around and that's what you're kind of going for, and you want a top of the line IEM. Definitely put these on the list if you're looking at these, or the Odin, or, you know, something else in that realm. But yeah, I really enjoyed these a lot. So yeah, end of the day, though, I think for me personally, I'd rather spend the money on a pair of Kefs and a nice full setup for that, and have a nice speaker setup over a set of IEMs personally. But if I did want a higher end IEM, these would definitely be on that list. So yeah, hopefully that is a fun little review for everyone, and I'll see you all on the next one. Cheers.